Hello, welcome back. So today you get fresh out of bed procrastination moon baby. As you can see here, I have Christmas presents that desperately need to be wrapped. And my husband is out getting a couple of last minute things before his mom gets here at 2 o'clock, which means I have about an hour and a half to wrap those presents while he's gone, because between now and Christmas, I will be working, his mom will be here, and it's going to be difficult to do all of that. But instead of doing all of that, I decided I was going to film a couple of videos because his mom will be here for about a week. Realistically, probably more than that. We'll see. And I didn't want to not put a video out for 2 weeks. So today I thought it would be cool. I'm really late to the party. I have the Sasuraibito, or Sassy Burrito, as Kelly Bear has affectionately nicknamed it, and it's stuck. So there are a few things that apparently are a little different about this printing, and so I thought I'd come on and kind of like show you what I noticed. Firstly, the little moth and the name of the deck are in this gold foil. There's gold foil kind of all around it. From what I could tell, the box looks the same. It's by Stasia Burrington. So it's in a nice little two-piece box, and then here is the inside, and it says 6th printing in the top. And then it has a nice little white book that actually is really well, it's really well done. It has a little history about the deck. And then it has the method, which I think is really cool. It kind of gives you step by step exactly what to do, like how to do the little shuffle and everything. So something that I like at the bottom, at the end of it all, at the end of like the method for how to shuffle the deck and get ready for the reading, and after the reading, it says, take a moment to thank the deck and yourself. Reshuffle the cards and return them to their resting space. Now go do what you want. I think that's such a cool, that's such a nice way to end a reading. I really like that. So another thing that I enjoy is on each of the cards, it gives sort of archetypes that the card falls into. So like for the Fool, it says the Jester, Madman, Beggar, Sasuraibito, and then in parentheses it says Wanderer. So I believe that's what Sasuraibito must mean. But anyway, they do that for all of them. Some of them have gods and goddesses associated. Some of them have zodiac associations, like the Lover says Gemini. So the little white book actually has a lot of really cool little things about it. So then the deck, this is the inside of the bottom of the box. It also is printed with the foil. So the deck is gilded, but it's like, it's hard for the camera to pick it up. It's not, it isn't like a smooth, sometimes gold gilded decks, oh, and there's Harvey in the background. Sometimes gold gilded decks, when you have them all together, it just looks like one sheet of gold, and that's not really how this is. It's like almost glittery. Apparently this is the 6th edition, and apparently with that, the cardstock finish changed. So originally it was really glossy. Now it's like a satin. Like, you see how it's like, there is a little bit of reflection, but it's diffused really well. So that has changed. And when I was comparing or showing the deck to L, I believe that the way that the corners were rounded, let me see if I have something. I wish I had something white to put. Oh, a shipping box. How convenient. But do you see how the corners are like rounded, but they're not super round? I feel like you can tell the most when you look at the edge of the actual picture compared to the border. Like, it's much more rounded. I don't know, maybe it's just something strange that I noticed. And maybe it's like that on all of the editions, but I guess I'm gonna do a quick little. This is truly my absolute first impressions because I have not worked with the deck at all. I will say the gilding, while it's totally fine now, when I got it opened for the first time, it made me nervous because it was really stuck together. The cards were really, really stuck. And I had to like sort of peel them apart. And I was nervous about two things. Number one, I was nervous I would pull the gilding off. And then number two, I was worried that they weren't, like the cards weren't going to shuffle or slide well because of the way that they were kind of stuck together. But it ended up really not being a problem. It came right off. Not off. It came, you know, they all came apart really easily. And now shuffling is not a problem. I really like this cardstock also. It's sturdy, but it's not like, it's bendy, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it feels sturdy, but also it has nice flex. So I think it will shuffle really nicely. And I am a riffle shuffler, which also makes me a little nervous with this gilding. And normally I'm not nervous at all. And ultimately, I mean, I'm not going to rehome this deck. It'll be a deck that I use. But, so I'm not really concerned about the gilding. But, you know, I would like the gilding to last as long as I can make it last. And see, even there, I had to kind of like still separate the cards a little. I think it's something that won't be a problem in the long run. I think now it's just sort of like that because I literally just took the saran wrap, listen to me. I just took the plastic off of the deck, and the deck was wrapped in plastic too. So this deck is still available. I didn't realize I was getting a new deck. I bought it on eBay and I got it for $20. And all of the pictures were of the deck open. Like, it had lots of pictures of the cards and stuff like that. And then I got it, it came in the mail today. It said that it was being shipped from China, which after I bought it, I thought, oh no, I really hope I didn't support a knockoff of this deck. But after talking to Elle, I called her as soon as it came in. And after talking to her, I think that this is a legit real deck. And it actually didn't ship from China. I don't know why it said that. The package that I got today came from Kentucky. So I don't know. See, this is what I mean about the cards. Obviously, I missed one. So you have to like pop them apart. And it really makes me nervous doing that, but I guess could be worse. And the edging, the gilding is still all intact. So, lots of people say that this is matte now, but I wouldn't, I mean, yes, you can take a picture of it well, but like there is still, I'd say it was satin. So the cards don't really, I mean, they slide, but do you see how even when I slide them, they're like this little chunk here is staying a chunk? Some of that I think is because the deck is in order still. So that's where the gilding, the original gilding was laid. So I think once I shuffle it and it's not all fully in this order, I think it will, I don't think it'll be a problem. But I am very excited to use the deck. It's sort of like, I feel like the Sasuraibito is sort of like the gateway to really inclusive decks. I feel like the first time I heard about people talking about inclusivity in tarot and diversity and age diversity and ability diversity and obviously people of color inclusion, I feel like this was the deck that everyone was talking about. And then after this, you started getting like the This Might Hurt and Modern Witch and just like a super influx of really inclusive decks. The only other deck that I can think of is the Next World Tarot, and I don't know if it came out before this, after this, or about the same time as this. Though this one and that one I feel like are the decks that I heard the most about when it came to inclusivity. So I'm very excited to have it finally and to work with it and see how it reads for me. But just right off the bat, I can say that I absolutely adore it. I really like this like gouache or watercolor that the artist used. Yeah, so far, really enjoy it. Have not worked with it, and maybe I'll do a little update and let you see. But I thought it'd be fun to just show you the newest edition of it and let you see how it might compare to other older editions. Mostly, I think it's just the finish. It has this satin finish instead of being glossy. I'm not sure how the gilding originally was, but now it's sort of like super metallic, but like in a foil sort of a way, and almost looks like glitter, depending on how the light catches it. And the corners seem to be pretty square, but yeah. So that is the 6th printing of the Sasuraibito. I hope you have found it helpful and interesting, and thanks for watching. See ya.